Today's show is sponsored by the multiorgasmicmama.com. If lack of confidence, low libido, or guilt and shame around your sexuality are the cause of your bedroom woes, the hot wild sex you never have anymore, or the transition into motherhood that sucked your libido dry, let me help you get your mojo and magnetic feminine spark back. Magic, miracles, total self-love, and multi-orgasmic bliss included. See you at themultiorgasmicmama.com. Hey there, friends. Welcome to the podcast. Today we are talking about how to make love on a chakra. And when you read this podcast title, you were probably like, whoa, that sounds super cool. I want to learn how to do that. Sign me up, please. And then your next thought was probably something along the lines of, well, shit, I don't have a partner, or I don't think I could ever get my partner to do that with me. And then there's me that's like, girl, you want to make love on a chakra? Screw your partner or the fact that you don't have one. You can do this on yourself. And so here we are. And here you are with no excuses about why you can't try this one out on your own. And now I know that if you do have a partner and you're listening to this, you're probably like, well, maybe he or she will, if I talk to them about it and tell them about it, maybe they would be open, maybe they would try. And my answer is like, totally. Yeah. They're either going to be into it or not, but you can't make that person like be into tantric love making if they're just totally not into spirituality, if they're totally not connected to sexual energy. You can start to introduce them to it, but like going full blown chakra love making, if you have never done this shit before, probably ain't gonna work. So you can entice them, you can give them all the reasons why this sort of love making would be amazing to you. You could talk to them about how happy it would make you. But if you're coming from that place of like ultimatum-y and like, well, do this or else sort of thing, well, that's just not going to work. Not the way to approach getting your partner to try Tantra with you at all. Well, whether your partner is on board with exploring your chakras through lovemaking together or not, just know you don't need someone to do it with you or for you. I do this practice on myself all of the time when I feel that one of my chakras is off balance. I feel like it's not aligned, or I feel like it's just closed, or if it's blown open. So that's why I'm going to explain to you how you can make love on a chakra solo or with a partner. But before I get into all that, let's talk about why you'd want to do that in the first place. Like, oh, what are the benefits? Well, the point of this practice of making love on a chakra is to explore what happens when you move your turn on into a specific energy center or chakra repeatedly, and to explore moving that energy and turn on into a particular chakra while breathing and being stimulated at the same time. And if you're solo, you're exploring what happens when you make love with yourself, with your focus on sending your turn on and pleasure to a particular chakra and expanding it and opening and activating it. And the gist of the practice is that when you experience turn on or pleasure and you conscientiously, that's a really difficult word for me to say, conscientiously move it with your breath and focus into a specific chakra and activate it, you're going to experience probably some sort of mind state shift or shift in consciousness, or you'll experience energy moving in ways you've never felt before, or you'll feel little bubbles, champagne bubbles, like rise up inside of you and blow through a blockage or something. That's what I feel when I make love on my solar plexus sometimes. So, just knowing that all of these crazy cool things can happen makes it so exciting, because many of us get stuck in a boring routine with our partner, or even when we're masturbating and self-pleasuring, like it just gets routine and blah. Well, when you learn to make love on a chakra, there's an endless amount of experiences to be had, and it makes sex with yourself or with your partner so much more exciting. Pretty magical. All right, step one for how to make love on a chakra is to decide which chakra you're going to work with. So just to review the chakras, you could make love on any of them and experience totally different things. Okay, the first chakra is the root. The root chakra is located either in your perineum, if you're a man, or the cervix, if you're a woman. And if you're intersexed or don't identify with either, then you can locate your root in your perineum, since we all have that. And if you make love on the root, you're connecting with dense earth energy, with the element of earth, with warrior type primal power energy. And then there's making love on the sacral or the second chakra. Then, when you decide to make love on this chakra, you're going to be connecting with the water element. Okay. This is a really watery, sensual, emotional experience when you make love on your sacral chakra. There's a lot of flow, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of pleasure. And the sacral chakra is located about 2 inches below the belly button, or right above the mons and the tip of the clitoris if you're a woman. And then making love on the solar plexus or the third chakra, which is actually my most favorite and fun, is your solar plexus is located just below the breastbone. And when you make love with the solar plexus, you're connecting with fire, the fire element, and you're connecting with your personal power. I love connecting with fire and lovemaking, not only because it's super passionate, but because it also cleans and clears out stuff that is no longer good for you, right? So fire is also cleansing, which I love about it. And then you can make love on the heart chakra, which is pretty self-explanatory, and it's actually the easiest chakra to start with. And with this one, you're going to be connecting with the air element and deep love and joy. And then making love on the throat chakra will connect you with ether, with spaciousness, with your unique expression in this world. And that can be super fun, especially if you have a block to sounding and sex, either with yourself or with a partner. So, exploring making love on the throat chakra can help you open up that expression. And then making love on the third eye is the next one. So, this is also an easy one to start with and to learn this practice on. And your third eye, it's located at the center of your brain. And this one is going to connect you with oneness and the exquisite feeling of being one with yourself or with your partner if you have one. This one is amazing to work with in this practice because there's that feeling of wholeness, right? And then the last chakra that you can work with is the crown, which is located just above the top of your head. And with this one, you'll connect with divinity. You'll connect with the great God and goddess energies. And it's going to help you wake up to the truth of who you are. Talk about tantric indeed. So don't be surprised if you have a spiritual awakening if you start making love on your crown chakra. Super, super powerful. So now you can decide which chakra you want to try out first. And then the second step is to decide how you're going to do it. If you're with a partner, you have 3 options. You can do it manually, meaning that your partner is going to stimulate you with his or her hands. You can do it orally, so your partner is going to stimulate you with his or her mouth, or you can just have intercourse, which is self-explanatory. And if you're solo, you can stimulate yourself with your hand using a jade egg or a glass dildo. And then the third step is to start turning yourself on if you're solo, or if you have a partner, have your partner start turning you on if you're doing it manually or orally. And if you're making love with your partner, you can start making love and take your time to feel connected and build turn on. And as you're getting turned on, the fourth step is to inhale and pull into the chakra that you're activating and working with your breath. And then exhale and feel that the chakra is expanding and it's activating. And you're going to keep doing that over and over. So inhaling into the chakra and exhaling, feeling the chakra expand. And then the fifth step is to feel that the pleasure in your genitals is directly connected to the chakra that you're working with and that you're activating. And then you're going to breathe deeply and heavily as though those two were connected directly. And the sixth step is to continue breathing directly into the chakra you're working on and activating, either to peak pleasure or to climax. So with this step, you are breathing only into the chakra as you reach peak pleasure. And the seventh step is to either switch roles if you're doing it with a partner, orally or manually, or to end the practice by integrating. And then just talking about what you experienced or what you learned with your partner, or just, maybe writing and journaling about what you experienced if you did it alone. And that, my friends, is exactly how you take your sex life with yourself or with your partner to totally next level experiences. It's going to be different every single time you do it. No two experiences will ever be the same. It will help you to become more sensitized to your energy body, to, coming into greater alignment and balance in your life and in your lovemaking, opening up a free flow of energy to experience different types of orgasms too. So when all of your chakras, then there are no blockages in them. When they're all open and freely flowing, you can experience full body and energy orgasms. It's really easy when they're all open and activated. And that is how you do it. So start practicing. I would love to hear how this goes for you. So always, of course, feel free to email or contact me from the website at themultiorgasmicmama.com. Thank you so much for listening and would love to hear from you. All right, bye.